Alright, here we go. Ugh. Hi everyone, Gabrielle here, and today I'm going to be making a film talking about, NXT being on CW, which today is the day. Now I know a lot of folks out there, some might have CW, some might not, but most folks would have CW, even if it would be be in the wire or the moon or over the wind. So yeah. Now the CW you have might be on like Reckoning. Some shows might be on, some shows or films or games might be on at unlike times, but every one of them should have NXT. If you have been watching NXT for years, been watching the show since it started in 2010 YL, 2010 YL, when it was first on Sci-Fi, before it went to WWE, and then Hulu, and then WWE again, and then USA, and now CW. Now, this was not the first time that CW had wrestling on. CW did have Friday Night SmackDown on from 2006 YL to 2008 YL. When CW took out, when UPN and WB both became one FOLKWORK, and they still had that deal with them at that time. But since then, this has only been the 2nd time that CW has had any skilled wrestling show on there. Well, I know, yeah. So I'm looking forward to see how NXT plays out. Will it have a new song? A new fought song? I would think so. Would the opening be unlike? I would think so too. Your guess is good as mine. What is some of the things that's going to happen? Well, at least what we do know is that we know that Julia, with a G and not with a J, is going to fight Roxanne Perez for the WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight winnings. We also know that CM Punk will be the outstanding fight keeper for Trick Williams and even Page for the WWE NXT Heavyweight winnings. And that's on the first night. Because the next night, they go from being in Chicago, right near Chicago, Stead near, and Cox Share, and Illinois Reich, and the 4-1 Reichs. Next time, then the next week they're in St. Louis, Stead near, and I guess a Missouri Reich and the 4-1 Reichs. I don't know what the share it is in though. And that one, we know we have Siobhan Jordan or Javion Jordan, however you want to go by saying it, fighting, Randy Orton. And that's at least what we know about those two shows. Now, a lot of folks might think, oh, well, some folks out there might think that WWE getting CW deal, get these NXT deal with CW is the less worth of the deals. Yes, it's true. USA getting Friday Night SmackDown back for 5 years. Netflix getting Monday Night Raw for at least 10 years, maybe even more than that. And some folks might think that NXT getting CW was a small deal, but the truth is it was probably the biggest deal that CW had gotten up to that time. So I'm looking forward to see how NXT plays out on CW. We already know how NXT was when it was on Sci-Fi. We know how it was when it was on WWE the first time. We know how it was when it was on Hulu. We know how it was when on W the 2nd time, and how it was when it was on USA. So we're gonna see how it was on CW. some folks would think, what do I know is going to be the same? Well, I do know that Vic Joseph and Booker T are going to be the play-by-play team for it. That's not shifting. They're keeping that the same. That thing's going to be the same. Ava Rain is still going to be the 7th main overseer of NXT. That's not shifting. So there are going to be some things that are going to be the same, though. So, folks, if you haven't, go look for CW, either on whatever wire moon giver you happen to have, or whatever your Farseer feed giver is. For some, that could be Comcast. Others might have Verizon, could be Cox, Chester, Bright House, Spectrum, Forceful, whatever, Twitch, whatever it might be. And if you don't have no moon or wire giver, and you cut the wire, some folks say, and you're getting everything through the interweb, well, your interweb feed giver, whatever, whoever you're getting it through, Twitch, Tubto, whatever. And for those who don't have the wire moon at all, and you're getting it only through your bunny ears, well, either way, you're going to have CW. So go see what your CW is, and if you are into skilled wrestling or sports scalia, as some folks call it, I'm looking forward to see how NXT is going to be on CW. So yeah, I don't know if I will give my thoughts on NXT on CW. I guess I would give my thoughts on it. I don't know. So let me know. Are you looking forward to WWE NXT or NXT on CW? Do you have CW? I think a lot of folks do. I can't see anyone not having CW on their row up of FOLKWORKs. Almost every moon and wire giver and either interweb, every wire moon giver and bunny ear giver has CW in some way. So I couldn't see why someone wouldn't have it. So that's it. And tell me what you think. Gabrielle Coveton, Gabrielle the fighting saga teller or tale teller, and I'll see you later.